time. You know, he had an idea what the movie should look like, and he was valid for wanting or having that vision because he'd been in so many similar movies. Like the reason we hired Bruce is because, you know, we're playing with the John McClane image. He's a cop and shit like that. So that image has been successful and successfully fucking groomed and taken care of by that guy. So you ask him to come in and do that thing that he's well known for. But it comes with stipulations. Like he's gonna come in and be like, this is what I do, I'm in charge of that kind of thing. So like how I direct movies, I usually go into actors, like I don't like first take saying, I just let people go. They're all grown-ups and professionals, let them read it and you know, see what they're gonna do with the lines. After they do a first take, if I don't like the lines and delivery, then I go over and I start tweaking. So like, you know, I'd be like, all right man, Trace, that fucking kangaroo thing was funny. Keep the kangaroo thing. Don't forget that other thing about the red light. And don't forget to end with that big smile you do, man. That's fucking, all right, we'll go again. That's pretty much how I direct. It's not anything more than that. It's not like, you know, some people think it's like all Sam Mendes and shit. Not really, you know. It's not like, you're an antelope. And all of these are lions, but they don't know that you're an antelope. They think you're a lion too. Action. Just fucking make pretend. It's like go in there and say some funny shit, man. Do this. It's written down for you. It'll make it even easier. So, you know, you do that, and sometimes people just kind of run with it. You do that. Other times people just go like, I don't know. You know, this was one of those times where Bruce would just kind of make it clear that he's the author of his performance. He doesn't need any help. Like, I'd go over there and be like, all right, man, so that was great, boss. Excellent take. Do me a favor, when you would do that thing about Geraldo, make sure you kind of put the cup down and give him one of those Bruce Willis looks at you. And then say affably. Use that, say affably. They use it that way at you. And Bruce was kind of looking away when I was talking. Which is good, because then he used that for the dramatic Bruce Willis turn. And he goes, okay, Kev, go back to the monitor, we'll try that out. I was like, thanks, boss. And I went back to the monitor and shit, watching, sitting down next to Adam Siegel, exec producer on the movie. I'm like, action, watching the monitor, going, all right, yeah. Wow, he's doing the same fucking thing he just did. Take, and he didn't say nothing about those things. So maybe, you know what, he probably didn't hear me. Got it. Hey, boss, I'm sorry, man, that was awesome. I dug it. It was exactly like the first one. So, what I was looking for on this one is like that thing I was saying, come across like that with that thing, and the Geraldo thing, make sure you hit that really hard. And don't forget to give him that fucking stare. Come on, yeah, like you're giving me right now. Give that fucking stare. All right, we'll go again. We'll go one more. Sit back down. Action. All right. Fuck, he's doing the same fucking thing. Cut. And I'm heading over to go say something, and I realize, I look up, and Bruce just looks over at me, and I realize that was Bruce's very kind, very subtle way of communicating, like, I've got it, Kev. You can't come over here and teach me how to act like Bruce Willis. I am Bruce Willis. And so the directing from that point forward, like in terms of like character direction, changed. You know, I'd go up to Tracy between takes and be like, all right, man, that was awesome. Fucking the thing you did with the bogus thing, that fucking is too funny. Say that thing you said about fucking Lance Armstrong, and don't forget fucking to end it with that big fucking smile. This is awesome, this is awesome. We're gonna go one more, boss. So I was intimidated because I love Bruce Willis and shit. He's been acting for 25 years. I mean, that's the fucking thing that I didn't quite think about. He's a 25-year man, you know what I'm saying? Like, he put in a quarter of a fucking century. He's been around. Like, you go to video stores, like when I was a kid, they would represent movies by like pictures of Humphrey Bogart and fucking all those old fuckers when I was growing up that you see in black and white movies. Now Bruce is representative of like old movie star. Not like old, but like, hey man, when we want to represent movies with an image, here's fucking John McClane, you know? So he's big, he's been around. And all his fucking contemporaries that he came up with, they ain't nowhere to be found anymore. Or they're still struggling, they're trying. Sylvester Stallone, he make, what's that picture called right now? The Expendables. He's still desperately trying to bring the 80s back, just like I'm still desperately trying to bring the 90s back. But he hasn't had any luck. He's done the Rambo and the Rocky, and they both look very 1980s, but still he hasn't brought 1980s back. Who else was a Bruce contemporary? Arnold Schwarzenegger? Who knows where he is anymore? Motherfucker ain't in movies, I don't know what he's doing. I'm pretty sure he'll show up on a reality show soon. Speaking of reality shows, I was driving down Sunset Boulevard in Los Angeles, and I looked up and I saw a billboard that had Steven Seagal on it. And I was just like, did I accidentally hit the flux capacitor? How are we here? How does Steven Seagal have a billboard? And I little closer, and it's for a TV show where Steven Seagal plays a cop. But this time, he ain't playing a cop. They literally deputize Steven Seagal. So Steven Seagal takes care of some small town. He's like, don't cross that street, I'll judo chop you. You know, he's got a reality TV show and shit. Bruce, still standing. Still, dude's got like 2, sometimes 3 movies a year. Bruce is the last man standing, which is ironic because he was in a movie called The Last Man Standing as well. So he's been around for a long, long fucking time and shit like that. And the idea of me coming in and being like, hey man, do it like this, we'll go home. He's like, oh no, there's a different way we're gonna do this. And it was cool. It was combining 2 styles. It took a little bit at first. I was just kind of nervous. Then I got more nervous. Then I get intimidated to even talk to the fucking dude half the time and shit. Because he was like Dad. The whole time I was like making a movie with Dad and shit. He just wanted to impress Dad and make Dad proud and happy. And Dad wasn't like Marcus Welby on TV or anything. Dad was his bar was high. Unfortunately, Dad's son, his bar is down here. You know, so I put the bar on the ground, step over, I'm like, ta-da! And in my world, people go, very good, Kevin, very good. But in Bruce's world and shit, I put the bar on the ground and I go, ta-da! He goes, pick up that fucking bar.